Hey guys, this is Mark. I'm on the road again. This time I'm in Williamsburg, Virginia. I actually came out to visit with a friend, a former business person that I used to deal with. His name is Charlie Williams. He is a black man, and he's from Florida. And he now lives in Williamsburg, Virginia. This is definitely a place where you can learn so much. And what I learned today is that there's no possible way that I could ever imagine or ever be able to walk in the shoes of a black man or a black woman. The tears, although a dry day, flow readily here in the land of plantations in Virginia. I'm going to put out a couple of videos of my experience today, visiting a Baptist church, a church that I'm actually going to be donating to and gifting some money. But what I've learned is that the pain of slavery still exists in a very, very, very powerful way. The people that I spoke to today as we walked to a new housing development, discovering some graves actually from the 1950s, 60s, and 1970s on the land that used to be a plantation. You see, the effects of slavery didn't go away when the Civil War ended and slavery went away, because the poverty stayed in place and the pain and the suffering stayed in place. I can't understand it. I'm not black. I can't understand why people ask for reparations. And I can't understand anything about how the people feel. But I did experience what a very, very close friend, a very successful friend, how he could be moved to tears just thinking about how people suffered. So here in this beautiful country, Williamsburg, Virginia, I'll try to bring a lot of friends down, because I think it's important for us to really try to understand how the farmland of this beautiful state and many other states in the country were really places where people profited in a big way and may have created generations of poverty for other people in another way. Now, my discussion really coming down to Williamsburg, since I had decided that I would donate money to Charlie and his efforts, was really to train young men to have skills in the trades. You know, an area that I love, an area that supported me in my hardest times. And what I learned is that so many Baptist churches and black communities look down on construction because, as was pointed out to me today, the White House was built by slaves. So many government buildings and other things were built by slaves. And they just feel as if education is the only thing that will bring people up. And I've argued this with the people at the Baptist church and said, we can't have this. We can't have a situation where you don't want to use your hands because your hands were used for free before. And that's my mission here in Virginia, in Williamsburg, Virginia, is to convince this Baptist church that I will help them if they will help their own people and preach to them that you must work with your hands in order to get to the places that you want to get to. And just because you work with your hands now, in 2022, does not mean that those hands are being used for slavery, but in fact it helps you climb the rope to success, to build your families up. Blessings to everybody. I'm constantly learning. I'll talk to you more about stocks another time, but thank you very much.